Hey, what's up, MNYBA? My name is Wes Costello. I serve as the Collegiate Partnership and Housing Coordinator here at our association. It has been truly an honor to be in this role for the last 4 years. Moving in 2019, of course, brought some challenges over the next 7 months after that, but God has been so faithful to continue to bring college students, to bring people to New York City, to serve alongside of our churches, and it has been a privilege to watch that happen over the last year. 2022 was a really exciting year just to see some potential future growth for partnerships, for internships, for students wanting to come and plant their lives here in New York City. Starting just at the top of the calendar year, in January, we started our spring semester of interns. We had 6 interns that were here serving alongside of us, and had the privilege of watching them serve with our churches, grow their heart for the city. And we got to help them all move out in May as we prepared for the summer, but they didn't move home. All of them actually stayed in New York City, committed to serve long-term alongside of their churches, which is the end goal for us, to see people come and commit their lives to be here. As spring continued, we also got to continue our Passport Spring Break program. We had about 90 students from 5 different states come and serve throughout the month of March. And we got to just see them serve in the city. And as we did that, we got to talk about opportunities for them to come back and serve longer term in ways that include our summer internship. Multiply 2022 for the summer was a huge year of growth for us. We had 17 students over the course of the summer that stayed from the last week of May through the first week of August. And we got to see them serve and see their heart grow for the city and take what they learned back to their campuses, back to their homes, and learn to continue to live missionally. It's super encouraging for me to continue talking to our students after they go home and hear how they've implemented what they've learned, how they've implemented gospel sharing strategies and been able to use that with students and friends on their campus that are not believers, to invite them to church and invite them to be a part of ministry in other ways. As the year wound down, we had our annual ICNY International Christmas New York project, which is again a collegiate focus where we bring students to the city just to give them a week glimpse of what ministry can look like in a context like New York City. Over the course of 2 weeks, we had 75 students that came and just served with our churches diligently through the cold, through the craziness of a winter here in New York. But again, we had amazing stories of people being part of church, salvations, of baptisms that have come from that over the last month or so. So it's been so cool to just watch how God uses college students in their heart to serve and to grow the ministry of the church here in New York City. And as we talk about growth, the projection for the next year is super encouraging for Multiply and for housing. Just in the last few weeks, we've filled up our summer calendar for mission teams. So we have at least 1 team in most weeks of the summer. We've got 2 to 3 teams that are staying in our building, which is exciting just to have life back in the building. But we're excited about that. We're excited for the partnerships that have grown with churches, with schools, with state sending organizations across the country. And we know that 2023 is going to be a year that God continues to grow the ministry of our churches and to grow the use of college students and mission teams here in New York City. Again, I'm so honored to serve in this role, to have the privilege of just watching students serve so diligently and being obedient to what God has called them to in their lives. We look forward to updating you more, to serving alongside you and your church in whatever ways we can, just to see God work in the lives of you and your church. We thank you so much for your service, for your church's commitment to serve, and we look forward to serving with you soon. God bless.